Yeah, it was obviously it wasn't a good day for us. Just didn't play well all phases of the game. Yeah, so it sucks, when you go out there, you prepare for the game, and to go out there and just not perform, it's disappointing. So just got to regroup, got to go flip the page, turn it over, get ready for the Colts. But yeah, it's definitely frustrating. I know for me, I feel like I really started off the game pretty well. I felt great throwing the ball. I thought we had them on their heels the first, 2 or 3 drives. And then from there, I had a couple, I had 2 bad plays that were picks, and just wish I had those back. And the other pick was, a tip to the guy. Can't do much about that. So, but yeah, I wish I had those 2 plays back. Weren't good decisions by me. Put our defense in a tough spot. And then they just dominated the game. And you just gotta admit that after that performance. So we gotta regroup and get better, play better next week.
Have you thought at all about maybe if you had been pulled later in the game, do you think like that would have provided a different level of insight for you? Is that where you might be at, or?
No, not really. I mean, I come here to play the game, and I want to finish. And I was glad we got that last possession to at least put something together offensively and finish on a positive note. Wasn't a good day, like I said, but to finish and score there was nice. We put together a nice drive, and guys didn't quit. And yeah, it's just you look around that locker room. It's disappointing coming in there after a game like that. It's a bad feeling. So just doing everything we can to ensure that doesn't happen again. But yeah, I mean, for me, when I'm in the game, I want to finish, and then just growing from there. Similar situation in Tennessee as today, but Tennessee, I threw another turnover late in the game, just forced it, kind of got desperate. And today I was happy with at least that last drive where I thought I managed the situations well. Our guys did a nice job. Tread had a great physical catch there at the end of the drive. We ran the ball well. Dare did a great job on the screen at the end. It was good to at least finish there. So obviously, like I said, a couple plays I want back, and can't get them back. You got to execute in the moment. So just got to get better.
Thanks, Trev.
Thanks, Mia. Let's go to Mark and then Gary.
Hey, Trevor, what gets said in the locker room after one like this? Much of anything or everything?
It depends. Today, obviously, like I said, it's not a good feeling being in that locker room after a game like that. But just Coach Bev talked to us for a second, and just at that point, we, like I said, there was positive. We kept fighting, finishing offense, but other than that, there's not many positives. You got to just move on. You got to have. I'm learning. You got to have a short memory in this league, and Sunday's coming quick. The next one, so you got to flip the page. Obviously, we're going to watch the tape. We're going to watch tape tomorrow and learn everything we can from it. There'll be some learning, every game there is. But we really just got to get ready to beat the Colts. But after a game like this, yeah, you got to really flip the page quick and just definitely not let that get in your psyche. You got to keep playing with confidence and forget about it.
Are you kind of ready for the season to be over? And second part of that is, where's your confidence level that this thing can get fixed with the current people who are making decisions?
No, I wouldn't say I'm ready for the season to be over. When that comes, obviously, it's gonna be nice to take a breather and really take in everything that's happened this year. It's been a wild year, but really, I kind of want some more opportunities to finish strong. And we got a lot of guys, like I've said it before, that work really hard, deserve to win, and I'm just disappointed. That's kind of my feeling right now. I'm just disappointed the way we played today, because I know the guys in that locker room, and really just want to be better for them. So I definitely wouldn't say that I'm ready for the season to be over. But yeah, I mean, and then the second part of your question, I'm sorry.
Confidence level of the people making decisions to get this thing right.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I haven't been here that long. I've been here for a year. So we'll see in this offseason. That's something, like I said, we got one more left, and I'm putting everything I have into this last game and trying to get a win and finish strong with these guys and end on a positive note. But yeah, I mean, I haven't been around the NFL long, so you still don't even know how everything completely works. But I'm just trusting who's in leadership positions. At the end of the day, my job is to be a quarterback and to lead this team, and I can only do so much, and that's what I'm going to do. So other than that, I'm just going to put my head down, go to work. And I have faith that we are going to come out in a way better spot next year than we are right now. So I 100% believe that. And I'm just looking forward to doing that because a lot of these guys deserve it.
Thanks, Mark. Let's go to Gary and then Cole.
Trevor, you just touched on it, but talk about how hard one little bright spot is how hard Laquon Treadwell is going to the ball and making catches in traffic and being physical out there.
Yeah, Laquon's playing great. I'm really happy for him. He's a guy that, was on practice squad at the beginning of the season for a while. I can't remember how many games it was. And just, he's always been a competitor. If you look at his journey, he's had a lot of ups and downs, and it's interesting just talking to him. His wife and Marissa are close friends. So we spend a lot of time together, and he's got a really good perspective. He's kind of been through, like I said, a lot of ups and downs, and really just keeps his head down and goes to work. And this year, obviously he's had most of his action late in the season, but has just kept being the guy that's consistent, every day. Like I said, he fights for the ball. He's made some great plays the last few weeks, and just feel great about him and where his confidence is at. And my confidence in him has been really good. And you kind of see that.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Gary. We'll finish up with Cole Pepper.
All right, Trevor, is that a question about the leadership on the team right now? Is there enough vocal leadership? Is there enough veteran leadership that you feel comfortable with the way things are wrapping up here? Obviously, play on the field's one thing, but how you handle it off the field's another.
You're talking about within the team of players?
Players, yeah.
Players, yeah. I mean, we got, obviously I'm included in that group, and just trying to have conversations with guys and really, one, like I said, flip the page and let's go and finish strong. We got one more week left. I don't want to hear, and then no one really has, but I don't want to hear anything about off season. We got a week left. Let's put everything we have into this and feel good about it. You want to go in the off season feeling like you left everything out there. So that's for one. And just having those conversations with the other leaders on the team has been great. Obviously, we're missing a lot of them today that are out with COVID. So a lot of them are on the trip, but communicating that with the guys. And then, I think our leadership has been solid this year. Obviously, maybe that's something we need to have a little bit more leadership, more vocal leadership. Obviously, our play on the field hasn't been what we wanted it to be. So I think really just grooming our mindset, especially this offseason and going into next year, is doing everything we can to win, and that being the focus. And that's really all it's about. And I have confidence, like I said, that we're going to get there. But just really everybody getting mentally prepared when next season hits, let's go put everything we can in to go win every game.
And kind of leading on off of that, you've had more games that have been non-competitive losses this year than you probably ever had losses previous to this, just games where this got away from you. What have you learned from those games that you think will help you in the future?
The games we've lost by a lot, you're saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just, really people look at the final score, look at the stats, look at all those things. But when you're in the game, you see how close it is, how small the margin is, and it can get away from you fast. And just realizing the game is played with momentum, especially in this league. Momentum's huge. And really, for me today, where I'm disappointed, obviously their offense had a lot of momentum early, score on the first consecutive possessions. I don't know how many it was, but for us, we were driving the ball, and then, like I said, the turnover, the interception off the tip ball, can't do much there for me. But then after that, get the ball back, start going another drive, and then I throw one to JC Jackson. So that, that situational football is okay, they got a little bit of momentum. Let's put together a good drive. Let's eat some clock, keep moving the ball. And that throw, I'd love to just throw it away and keep the drive alive. We had just converted a big third down. So that's one example from today of where I can do a better job is taking care of the football and giving our defense a chance to regroup and get ready for that next possession, instead of having another sudden change where they got to run out there on their minus 40 and go play defense again. That's tough. So I've learned a lot. I've learned just to keep your head down, keep working. And I've also learned, like I said, just about how small the margin is. And it looks like it's big after the game, but really there's plays here and there. And I think just the game is so mental on this level. And the teams that are really good and play together are all on the same page, and they're super prepared. And that's a step that I think we need to take.
Thanks, Trevor.
Thanks, Cole. Thanks, Trevor. Appreciate your time today. Safe travels home.
Thank y'all.